veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you, and thank you for once again finding the time to be with me on this day for the Chelsea's match. It is a lot of things. It is Chelsea's match preview against Gent, Chelsea's pre-game show against Gent, Chelsea's lineup reaction, and lineup reaction. Yep, and an analysis, and also you could call it predictions, because we're going to try and get through the process as quickly as possible and get to the lineup prediction exercise as soon as we can. We didn't start on time, had to postpone it because I was home alone with my boys and had to take them to school before back, take a little bit of break, and yeah. My little one, I didn't sleep last night because my wife wasn't at home. But despite we're here to talk about Chelsea Football Club. I do hope you're all doing well, and I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's see what we have in the chat so I can say hello to all of you. And by as quickly, if we get done on time, we go to Vincent's, my bro and friend on X. We'll go to his timeline and see if there's anything interesting to look at there. And we'll try to do a post-game show, definitely. I hope so. But anyways, more importantly, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes that do go a long way. Sincerely do appreciate you all. Give me 1 second here. Let me take care of something here. Chelsea, hashtag Chelsea. Hashtag Gent. All right, let's hear from you. Are you looking forward to the game? Are you concerned? Whatever your concerns are, do let us know in the comment section, and we'll try to address it. What do we have here? And Aladi football. Meso, my bro. You're gonna say you will be saying what type of person is coach? But believe me, bro, I've been busy, and you understand the situation. The move is near. A lot of stuff to take care of. Before that time comes. But that's, by the way, good morning to you too and everyone in the community, he says. And we have to big up to you, Tabeho. Good morning to you too. Up to Chelsea. Indeed, nice to see you. More likes, people, more likes. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes that do go a long way, which sincerely do appreciate that. What else do we have here? We have the man forward during firing a scout now talent. I'm not sure I understand that. It's a big jumbo though, but apologies. I didn't mean to say that. Lateness is greatness, they say. Yeah, better late than never. You know that. And every time I see you, I laugh because, yeah. But Constantine Dunn, big up to you and nicest to you. I do appreciate you finding the time to join the show. The captain of the house. No argument. Just a little late. Yeah, exactly. No discipline, right? It's my fault. He's going to. Yeah, you know already. So you're being proactive there. A little more sleep, coach. Wasn't really about sleep, but I'll talk to you later behind the scenes. Big up to you to Nemaya for later. Duran scored yesterday. Yeah, he's been scoring. Look, Chelsea fans regret his thing. We don't. At the time, we didn't see anything that suggests that he is going to become as good as he is, or maybe he is as good as he's showing that he is right now. At the time, there were other options that the fans prefer, and it's only natural that we rejected the club going for him at the time. And the Mefoil is saying, I hope Nkunku is safe. And Wesley Fofana, they're going for international. They're going for international assignment to represent the French national team. Both called up. But thank you. It's a mistake we didn't buy Duran. I don't regret it. You cannot keep them all. These things happen. You don't know. And there were other options at the time. And what could have made it easier for us at the time didn't happen. We wanted Gallagher to go the other direction while Duran comes to us, and he wanted to come to us, but Gallagher didn't want to go there. And you can't force him to go to a club that he doesn't want to go to. So that's by the way. We move on. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes to go along with Tope S is in the house. Nice to see you, Mr. Topes. He says Kendra Pies and Esther Willian may be on Cole Palmer's level with the way Chelsea's scouting system is moving. Yep, we can't get every good thing we want. We've done our best. So Mason Duran, and I'm quite sure we'll still go back for him, but probably not going to get him at the price they were offering us. You could say we could have bought him at the time for. Yep, like first comment later. Okay, nice to see you, Mr. Khan. But more importantly, nice to see you, Mr. Khan. I do hope you're doing well. Thank you so much to all of you for finding the time to be with us on this day. Dante, thank you for finding the time to join me on the panel. I do hope you're doing well. Are you looking forward to this one? As promised, as I've promised the people, we'll try to breeze through this one as quickly as possible so that we can predict our lineup before the official lineup comes out. But let's hear your thoughts. Are you looking forward to this one? Let's hear you, Dante.
Yeah, big up, coach. Hope you're well. Hope you have a good sleep. And yeah,
I tried my best.
The man that never hardly sleeps.
Yeah.
Look, I had a couple of hours nap as well, so I woke up because I said I want to watch the game a little. I'll try to watch the game. I'll see if I can make it, if I can stay up. But anyway, I'm on here now, so it's all good. Everyone in the chat, hello, everyone in the chat as well. Hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, coach. Yeah, it's good. I definitely missed Chelsea, so that'll be nice.
If we weren't doing well, I don't think you'd be looking forward to seeing them every day. Things have changed, right?
I love it. It's good. I would if they played every day. I think a lot of us probably would watch it if we played every day. So, yeah, look, we're going good. It's good. It's good to see some of the fringe players again, the ones that are, because I'm sure it's going to make quite a lot of changes. We are at home, so that maybe two or three might start that are more regulars, but I think there should be at least 8-9 changes minimum. So yeah, I want to see the players, like I keep saying, for this tournament. I want to see the fringe players, and I want to see some of the young boys get a go, like Tyreek George and Achapong, and even some others I want to see to get a go. I'm sure if we win this game as well, and we're pretty much comfortable in the group, we're ahead quite a bit. Maybe we'll see even more of the youngsters in the last couple of games.
In the group, what we played before was playoffs. In the group, we haven't played any game.
Yeah, I'm saying if we get through the group pretty comfortably, then yeah, we might get to see even more youngsters play, because I'd really want to see that. I want to see them anyway, because it's a chance to actually see them, to see if they have what it takes, if we're going to keep them. If they do really well, you never know, you can unearth another gem. If not, if they may need a loan. So this is a good time to have a look at them, I think, and the coach should use them. I was happy he used quite a few of them in the Barrow game as well. So yeah, I'm expecting to see at least a couple of them to get a good go today as well.
You talked about the French players. Of all the French players we have, who are you looking forward to seeing the most play today?
I want to see Cassidy play again. I want to see him play again. He's played against Barrow in that deep midfield position. That was new for him. I would
say he did very well on that day.
He did well for not playing there before in his life. He did pretty good. Yeah, obviously he did a couple of mistakes, but overall, not too bad. He's got the physicality, so he can play that position, and he's not really the fastest guy. So he's actually, like, if you look at him, if I was to look at him and as a player and assess him, I say he makes a pretty good DM. He's big, he's physical, he's not that fast, and you don't need the speed as a DM. You don't need that fast
Are you
speed.
tapping in on the manager? Do
So
you
I
know
think that's
him
a
that
good
well?
position. So I'm actually happy Maresca put him there. Yeah, I'm happy Maresca put him there. I see him as he's got that potential to be a good defensive midfielder. He's got all the attributes: good passing, good vision. I like him, and he's got the physicality. He's big. He's a big guy. So so he hasn't really got the speed or he's got a bit of acceleration when he takes off sometimes. But to me, those attributes, if you actually look at it, he makes a really good defensive midfielder.
Just quickly, do you know Gent or Ghent? I'm not sure how the correct
Ghent,
pronunciation.
yeah,
I
Ghent,
actually
yes,
did mix it up with Genk.
Genk.
So yeah, but that's by the way. Just two letters make the difference. So it was easy to actually mix them up. But that's by the way. We've moved on from
It
that. The
doesn't
question I
matter.
want to ask you: how do you know them well enough to educate us on how they play, or how the sort of game we should expect?
No, coach, I don't know. I know, of course, I don't watch them, so I have no idea about them. Just depends on the formation they put out. They're away from home. They're coming to England. The pitches are a little bit smaller. The crowd's really close. These type of teams, they struggle in England. Most of these teams struggle in England. It's not what they're used to. So yeah, look, they'll probably sit back. Most likely, they'll sit back quite a lot. And especially if they watch the Gammons Barrow and the other games, the Premier League, they're gonna sit back deep. They're not gonna take us on. It won't be stupid enough to do that.
Yeah, I believe you. Khan is saying here, I'm not gonna mention the brand of coffee. I just finished it right now, a bottle of it. Coach seems to have had a gallon of his favorite coffee, hence so cheerful. You can say yeah because it's I've run around. You can say I ran around a bit. Drove the kids to took the kids to school back home, and I was actually the one that made them breakfast. So those things they help wake you up properly. If you understand what I'm saying there, I wonder who will play right back today. I think the Sassi will start there. That's my opinion anyway. Is the pitch good? I hope it's good. It's our pitch. We're home. Am I dreaming, Nehemiah? Okay, that's by the way. Let's get into it without wasting much of your time. For them, we are fourth in the Premier League table, and they are in the third position. What you call the Belgian league? First division, is that what they call it or
I'm
so?
not sure what it's called. I'm not sure. Yeah, I
Okay, but
haven't seen the name
they
yet.
are
I don't know. I've never looked at it to
yeah.
actually see what it's called. Actually, no.
Okay, they are in third place, and Nemanja is saying, Coach, we need a Sancho to break the low block. He knows how to do that. I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Not
I
so
actually
much.
wasn't
Yeah.
aware of our Euro Conference League squad until yesterday. Were you saying something, Dante?
Yeah, well, they play with the 3-5-2, so they play like with wing backs. So they're yeah, so those wing backs probably sit deep, so it'll be like a five at the back. So yeah, they do play that way. They score goals, but like I said, against us, they're not going to be foolish to come out like at us like that because that'll be a big mistake.
So they're
They'll
gonna try
concede a lot of
to
goals.
defend deep and hit us on the break.
Yeah, that's a perfect game plan against this Chelsea side, isn't it? I mean, if I was an opposition coach, that's what I would do. If you're a lower team, you don't have the players. I mean, you have to do that. That's your only chance, really. If you want to go at Chelsea, you're going to concede a lot of goals.
Yeah, they considered one here, they considered two here, that's three. One here, they considered four. And for us, we considered two there. Uh, yeah, that's a three in total. So, and we scored 4, 9, 12, 13, 14. They scored three here, one here, that's four. Plus 4, 8, 10, 11. So we scored two more than them. That's usually, again, if you're paying attention to me, disclaimer here, the numbers will only suggest or the insights will only suggest what the most likely outcome of the game would be. It's not a certainty.
Yeah.
You cannot script football, you know that. It just
Well,
gives
look,
you an
they're
idea.
obviously a
Yeah, go
dominant
ahead.
team. They're one of the topper teams, obviously, and they score quite a lot of goals. They're a dominant team in their league. They score goals. I saw that they
Mhm,
beat Club Brugge, which is the big boys there in Belgium. They beat them
mhm.
4-2. So they obviously got good attacking power. But that's yeah. it'll be interesting to see if they follow that approach and they do that approach against us.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. We haven't lost in 5 games. We're unbeaten in 4 home games. So let's see. That's a good sign, but you cannot script football. We wait and see what happens there. Without wasting much of your time, in 5 games they've won. They won 3, lost 1, and drew 1. For us, in 5 games we drew 1 and won 4 in total. So we're in better form. But it doesn't. The disparity
Doesn't matter,
again.
yeah.
Doesn't differ that much. It's just one lot. Had they won that one, I think it'd be close. Or even drew. Had they drawn that one, it'd be very, very. The form would be very, very close. But we'll see. The game is played over 90 minutes plus added time. Insights can only give you a good idea with regards to the team's form, how many goals they're able to score, their average and per game, concession and goal scoring, and all those things. But it doesn't really say. It doesn't say for certain what the outcome would be. So we'll move on from that. We're going to get to the lineup prediction exercise as soon as possible because we don't have too much time. But before I do that, we have our GFC Gavin,
Big
nice
up,
to see
Gavin.
you. I do hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. This particular still morning for me. It's 9:56 a.m. and I appreciate you. Give me 1 second here. As soon as we get through with the lineup prediction, we can go ahead and hunt for news, hunt for something interesting to talk about. Since we're through with the lineup prediction exercise. If that makes sense. So we have I've said hello to Gavin there. You know what to do, brother. Decides he cannot play right back. What if he gets okay, if he gets injured, I guess that's what you want to say there. It doesn't really matter. I'd rather him play there. I'd rather us risk playing him there than playing Malagusto
No,
there.
he's saying he doesn't want to play him at all.
Yeah. Is that what he's saying at all? No,
Yeah.
I'd rather let Decisive play there instead of Malagusto. Play Achibong or Kuko in the right back position. I don't want Kuko actually to play a part in this game too.
Neither do
Adesanya
I.
at right back is a mistake. I don't think so. It depends on the opponent. Achibong should play, in my opinion, at right back. We may well see him there. Go ahead, Dante. You were saying something.
Yeah, I just say I was agreeing with you. I don't want to see Cuckoo play though. He's a key player. We don't want him picking up something. So I prefer Vega to play and he can invert as well. So it's perfect. And this would be the right back, but he'll be the right center. I don't mind Disasi playing. These are the games you use your deep squad for, and these are you got to play them. So I don't mind Achapong either, but I just don't think being the first game and at home, I think I don't think he'll put Achapong there.
All right, I'm going to start with you. This is going to be your lineup. I already released Chelsea versus Gent predicted lineup. Not in my opinion, I did that. Believing that's going to be the 11 that will start for Chelsea today. So let this be yours. For each player you select, you tell us why you're selecting that particular player. Let me be sure my ink is working. My ink is ready. So let's say you Dante between the sticks. I know you don't like Sanchez, but we're trying to predict the manager's lineup, and you've heard him talk about Sanchez's mistakes, even though the questions maybe weren't specific with regards to the subject. They just say something to the effect of goalkeeping position or something like that, and he responded with something that clearly for me reflective of the fact that he's not ready to drop Sanchez. That for him, the 2 mistakes in question, they aren't a big issue for him. But let's say you, Dante. Let's say you build your lineup.
Yeah, coach. Well, that's what coaches say. They're not going to say negative things about their players, not this early in the season, and not.
But beyond that, do you really think we did have that conversation, and we knew that he wasn't going to drop Sanchez for that one for the mistake in a single game? But go ahead.
No, exactly. He's not
Are you there?
going to drop Sanchez. Yeah, Sanchez will need to do it again to get dropped. But obviously, I think Jorgensen will still play in this one, hopefully, because we need to see a bit of him a bit more and getting used to the team and the players around him. So definitely want to see Jorgensen. But yeah, with Sanchez, like you say, look, I knew the mistake was coming. It happened nearly every game. It was just glossed over because he had really good performances as well, and the opposition didn't capitalize on those mistakes. But he still did those type of mistakes in games. passing to the opposition in every game. I count 4 or 5 before the 2 already this season. So I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time when he gets pressed a bit more. Unfortunately, that's just him. That's his game. And yeah, Maresca is okay with it because he wants him to play that way. So he's got a pass there. But like I said, coaches are going to say that. He's got a pass, but that pass will only take you so far. If he does another mistake or 2, he's out. Jorgensen will get his spot. And I know Maresca's that type of coach. I've already noticed that already. So
And
yeah,
in all honesty, Jorgensen is a capable replacement. Even maybe would do even better. But it's good that we
in my
have them
opinion,
both.
he's better than Sanchez. Yes, in my personal opinion, I think he's a better shot stopper. He's got higher IQ and he's way better on the ball as well. So he wouldn't have made those mistakes that Sanchez made in that game. Maybe the passing, but I haven't.
But the mistakes in
seen it
mistakes from the past, and I think
really. If he wasn't,
I don't think can be you said will not go away completely. It will always be there. Every now and then it will happen. The frequency at which it happens will be what tells whether it's become a problem or not. But if it happens every now and
it's been a
then I
problem.
don't think it would be much of an
Chelsea,
issue for the manager. Even Manuel Neuer, Edson, Allison, those high profile, they've made such mistakes. I remember that of Allison
yeah,
trying
of
to
course.
dribble Kelechi Iheanacho. Ederson, I can't quite remember his own incident, but these things happen as long as you play that way.
Correct. The problem is Sanchez is a bit consistent with it. He's done it for Chelsea last season, and even our ex-manager dropped him because of it, which is very rare for him to drop a player. And he did it at Brighton. He lost his Brighton spot for the same reasons. He can make silly mistakes. He hasn't for me, he hasn't got that IQ. He hasn't got that football IQ when he's under pressure. Like you say with Disasi, when they're under pressure, they make mistakes because they don't think quick enough. The IQ is not there. So the pass he made, for example, was 2 meters wide. Like, that's a horrible pass. The one he came out, he was like, why was he coming out for that ball? No goalkeeper in the world would make that. That's how far away he was. So yeah, very low IQ mistakes. And I know you say the passing and the coach said the passing, but once you do the passing and it's 2 meters off to the right, Finger wasn't really under pressure. He just had to give it straight to him, but he gave it 2 meters to the other way, and he went straight to the other guy. So there's passing and then there's bad errors in passing and low IQ. For me, it's low IQ, and that's just who he is, and he will always be. Now, like I said, it's up to the coach from now on, but I can see Maresca is not the type that will keep him if he does another mistake like that. And he'll get another chance, 100%, but he'll drop him after if he keeps making these mistakes.
All right, thank you so much for that. GLC Gavin, a big up man. People go and check out Gavin's YouTube channel. Please, bro, you can always help me. I'm doing that wholeheartedly. I don't have, I get it. If I have enough time on my hands, whenever I see you, I would trigger it. But if sometimes just help me trigger it, and when I see it, I'll just read it because I'm a human being. I want to carry everyone along as much as I can, even though we're not a big account yet, but we can. You say help each other grow. People go and subscribe to Gavin's YouTube channel. The link is there. Let's help him grow. Appreciate you all. Let's have him get to 5,000
He's got a
subscribers
very
as soon as
nice new
possible.
camera angle and new camera, looking very good, Gavin.
Oh, he bought a new camera? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it looks very good. New position, okay. Nice and close, very clear, very nice setup.
All right. I have to see it. Okay, bro. No worries. But just you can always trigger that. Then I'll read it out. You're my bro. Don't think I do it wholeheartedly, and I'm quite sure you know that. No matter for what he's saying, Jorgensen will definitely start. The manager will rotate. In my opinion, we're not arguing against that, but if it's important that you make your opinion known. I will be stunned if Sanchez starts this game. No, I don't think he starts. You should know that already. Well, no worries, bro. No worries.
That's why.
I totally understand. No worries. Okay, left back. Let's hear you, Dante.
Coach, you got to change Sanchez to Jorgensen. That's why he's saying that too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Jorgensen. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Left back.
Vega.
Yep, Vega. The last lineup we did, Renato, I think that's the name I used. Someone who was that argued. Ooh, okay. Now I'm gonna bring out the ink too. I think I pressed F5.
The grass is too long, Coach. That's why.
What? All right, Jorgensen here, right?
Yep.
Jorgensen. Okay, good one. And here we have Renato, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. So let's go for right back position. Who?
I'm going to Sassi.
Yeah, I think the Sassy too. Um, right. Okay, two center backs.
Yeah, I think we'll see Tosin play and
Tosin
Badiashile.
on the right hand side.
Yep, and then Badiashile.
Okay. It's not Badiashile, it's Badiashile.
Yeah.
Two sixes, let's hear you.
Oh, 2 6s. Not really 2 6s, but yeah, that's how you have
But
it
yeah,
split
but
up.
let's go by the structure.
Yep. I will probably.
Usually it's so usually I think it's probably let's not try to replicate it. It will become a mess now.
Look,
But go ahead. Usually the two
uh,
sixes in question, one
I
has
think.
one will come central, one will have the
Yeah.
independence to be where they didn't fit
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
pitch.
Oh, it's really
Yeah.
an
So,
8,
but go
not
ahead.
a 6. The other one. The other one's a
Hmm.
box to box 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Cassidy.
I think he starts too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Cassidy. Well, he didn't. He was in the interview. He did the press conference as well, so that's a pretty clear sign as well.
Okay.
But I think
Cassidy and
Cassidy
then
might.
who?
I think Cassidy might be that box to box, maybe. But if not KDH with him, I'll just put KDH for now.
If he starts with KDH, then Cassidy will be the one charged with the responsibility of protecting the defensive line, while KDH will have the independence to be whatever he deems on the feet on the
Yeah,
pitch. But
correct.
let's hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. That's usually
KDH
the.
here.
Yeah, I'll go for KDH there.
Bobby's not going to be happy. So who plays the 10 in this case?
The attacking 8, yeah, 10.
Yeah, we're just going by the structure. We know the application is very different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Felix will be there.
Oh, definitely. Not a difficult one, actually, if we thought about it. So it's going to be Felix.
Yeah, he's gonna put firepower up front. So, yeah,
Yep,
Felix,
yep. So let's go left wing.
Modric.
Yep, that I'd do that too. I think one thing I've learned is that the structure will almost always be 4-2-3-1. That the application is what shows really what we're playing with.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's been a lot of stuff, yeah. But let's see. I hope we
This is
win. Otherwise, the fun
defensive
based on
structure.
the
This is
coach.
more like a
Um,
defensive
sorry.
structure. Yeah, this is more like the defensive structure,
Yeah.
not
Um.
the
Um.
attacking.
Uh. Yeah, you're very correct. Casadei, yep, and KDH, I think so too. Barring Ederson, no other goalkeeper in the entire Premier League can do well while playing from the Ederson. He's made a couple of mistakes too. So Jorgensen might also struggle if we don't mix up playing style and remain fixated on that way. I think it will almost always be that way. We're not going to see our goalkeepers hoof the ball
Yeah,
a lot. Yeah. Felix, yep, let's see what else we have here. But nice to see you, Tobias. Mudryk has to do well. He's been improving. And Ty is in the house. Big up, Ty. Big up, Ty. Nice to see you know what to do. I appreciate you finding the time to join. And as I promised you, I will find out to reach out so we can talk. But keep me updated on what you told me. Let's see what else
big
we
up
have
guy.
here. Right wing here. Let's hear you, Dante.
So I've got Nkunku up front, and right wing, I will put Neto. Sorry, Neto. I want to see.
Yeah, I think Neto starts there too. I'd be shocked if Noni Madueke starts over him. And I think here's the thing, two things.
He
Two
can.
things are possible. Given the I'll call it a situation of Noni Madueke and Pedro Neto. If Noni Madueke does well and Pedro Neto does well, then the manager will rotate. But if Noni Madueke if it doesn't improve, to be more specific, if it remains as selfish as it's been, then he will have a lot of problems convincing the manager that he should be starting over Pedro Neto. Because Pedro
Not
Neto
just.
has it in him. Maybe he's
Yeah.
still adapting, which is why he started how many games for us and didn't finish any of them. But go ahead, you wanted to say something.
Not just selfish. He's just had 3 games in a row pretty below average. It's not just the selfish part. It's just the other things as
He-
well. So,
yeah.
like I was saying, I don't know if I said it last stream with you. Yeah, look, I think he should be dropped because I think that's enough. I mean, that's how I see Maresca. Normally, he'll give a little bit of a goal. He gave Mudryk a little run 3 games and then dropped him. Haven't seen him because his form wasn't good. We'll see if he does that with Madueke as well. I mean, he has to because then it sets a bad precedence for other players. So you kind of have to draw a line if you're having 3 bad games in a row. You don't want to, you want to keep a precedence and keep it tight with everyone that way. It sets an example for the other players. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Vic is killing me, and I know where he's coming from. I'm not going to say anything.
What I think, Coach.
Just go back to work, man, and leave me alone. Big up, Coach Dante. I am preparing a subpoena for you to appear before Parliament. I will gladly do that. Because if I'm correct with regards to my suspicion of what you're referencing, it's redonkulous. It's beyond ridiculous. All right, Tobias is saying Mudryk is a Vini Junior before he grew up. Okay, may well be a glow up. Maybe I think you're correct. You're using a certain what's it called? I wouldn't say terminology. I think Maresca will play Gusto right back. Then take him off. I don't think so. It's a huge risk. Reece James isn't back, even if he's training yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't. It will be a needless risk, in my opinion. I think 99 in the squad. Yeah, was Buzz and Vic. Any update for us? We're waiting for it. And people, please go and check out Ty's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let him know I sent you. Let's help him get to 5,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He deserves that. A lot of excellent work. Let's see what else we have. I'm not talking to Vic. I know exactly what he said there, but I don't want to talk to him.
Come on, Coach. You got to let me know.
No, I'm not. I'm not telling you. Just leave me the heck alone. We have a show to host here. Let's see what else we have here. Big up Nemaya. Okay, he's just saying hello to you. So let's go to number 9 position here. We have Nicholas Jackson. We can not there, but we have Mark Guy. We have Christopher Nkunku. Anybody else? It's just those 2. But let's hear.
Felix can play there if necessary. But yeah, I think he'll be in Nkunku.
Yeah, definitely will be in Nkunku. Yeah, maybe in the cup game, maybe you see Mark Guy, but it depends on the opponent.
Yeah, correct.
So I think this probably may well be the starting 11 we see today. If anything changes, it'd be most likely here. If anything is going to change, but I don't see that changing. Do you see a world where this is different?
I would play Gusto, but if Reece was probably back, but because he's not back, you can't really risk Gusto for this game. I think
it would be a needless risk to do so.
And we've got very important games coming up as well, and we're in a good place in the league. We're doing well, so I think we got to keep that momentum. Disas is there for a reason. He's back up. Yes, I know you don't like that word, but he's back up. He's like 3rd, 4th line. So this is the games you've got to play him. So
listen,
I think
for certain players and in certain situations, I'd agree that some players are backup.
Okay, so this has as backup.
Yeah, Vic is killing me, but I'm not gonna say why he's saying that. I don't want to say that. Okay, we've looked at that. Let me ask you this question. Where is it? I want to see where we have the table. Do you understand the format, right?
Yeah, table format now.
Yeah, for this one. Do you understand the format? A total of 36 teams.
Yeah,
I think the first 9 are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will qualify automatically to the next stage. And these guys will play each other. 16 teams from there down here will play each other to get another. Is it 8 to make it 16? Can you explain, please? Let me not confuse people.
Yeah, well, pretty much what you said there, Coach. But yeah, it's probably not good for us, this new system, because they put the system just so it's more competitive and teams take it more seriously. Because you can do okay, but other teams score more goals, and then you finish. You can actually even win and still. But if you're not taking it seriously, you draw a game or two, you slip down quite a lot. So yeah, it's to make it more competitive, basically. And that's the only reason I'm thinking maybe Maresca, if he really wants to maybe put a little bit of a stronger team out. That's why I said maybe he might put two or three starters in the team just because of this reason, just to get a good start and to get some because obviously at home we're much better at home. In this competition, we are much better at home than Premier League, in my opinion, because like teams struggle, these European teams struggle to come to
Mm.
to England to these pitches. So yeah, um, that top eight, coach, like you said, they qualify automatically. The rest, then they do the playoff, and then they come in after. So yeah, look, it's an interesting one, but bad timing for us probably this season. But he's just got to handle.
Here's something else I like about this. I think it gives more teams opportunities, the opportunity to participate in the
Exactly.
competition, and it's good. I know the big boys don't like it. I've seen Man City players complain that
Correct.
I think how many more games he added? Did he add to the to? I can't. I don't know why I don't have
It
that
adds a
number.
couple more games, doesn't?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he added a couple more, but not bad, really.
Not bad, but like I said, you can be good and be winning, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, but the team that's actually much crappier than you because they're in a different, easier group, they'll win with by one more goal, but then they'll be above you, and then you fall out of that top 8 for qualifying, and then you have to go through again. You don't get that automatic spot, if you know what I mean, like you would do if you finish, different. So you can still finish here, if your goal difference is really bad and you're not really winning and you're still first in the group, but your points are really low, like too many draws or something, yeah, you can actually fall out at 8 there. So yeah, it's just to make it more competitive, a bit more something, spice it up a little bit different, and that's what they're trying. Like the big teams, it's not good, but for the rest of the
Okay.
teams, yeah, it's very good.
Here's something else I wanted to ask you. Maybe I'm losing it. Uh, the we've played in the you've played how many games against what was that team? Was it Servette?
Servette, yeah,
That was a European competition, right?
yes.
Okay, maybe I'm losing it. I'm going to continue to ask. Why are people saying that? I've seen something to the effect of hopefully Maresca wins his first European competition. What the heck is the meaning of that? I don't understand.
Maybe competition, not game.
What is how?
Competition, coach, as in the
What?
conference league.
Yeah, and Servette wasn't Conference League.
Yeah, no, but you're saying
No, what
they're
I've
saying
seen is game.
competition.
They're
You're saying
pointing to
game.
no. What I've seen is some of them pointing to one single game, or like the game against Gent. I'm sure I'm not
Okay.
losing it.
Well, look, that was qualifying for the conference league. Obviously, it's still European.
You're really trying to justify.
Well, he hasn't won a European competition. He's won European
I'm
games.
quite sure I didn't see competition.
Okay, well, that's what you said. So that's why I'm just going by what you said. You said competition, so I'm just telling you, no, he hasn't won a European competition, but he has won European games. He's won the one European game.
I'm clearly sure I'm not. I'm not losing it. Well,
You are
you
tired,
get my
coach. You're a
point now,
bit
but that's
tired. You put Sanchez in
okay. Let's go
goal.
back
You
to the
put
lineup
Cucurella
and talk
left back.
about this one more. I think this is the 11 at start two. This looks like it's gonna refresh. Okay, then I think this is the 11 at C2. If anything, if we're gonna see any difference in terms of the manager selection, it'd be in the right back position. Yeah, and Tosin starts, Badiashile starts. I don't see a world where Tosin doesn't start this game. Our next game is on Sunday, right? In
Yeah.
4 days, how many days from now? On Sunday. Maybe if the manager decides he wants to play Tosin on Sunday, and then we see Fofana play today. Fofana isn't. Is he in the? No, he's not in the
He's
Conference
not.
League
He's not
squad,
there.
right?
No, no, he's
No,
not
so
there.
he's
So
not. So who else
look,
would you
like I keep
expect to
saying, for
see?
defenders, for central defenders, I mean, they can play game after game. It's a bit easier. It's not the same. It's not the same amount of running. It's not the same exactly. So defenders can play no again and again. Like if it's a midweek game, and just have no problem. As in central defenders, yeah.
All right, who else do you expect to see? Because we will be, you could say, taking it slowly until the lineup comes out. Then we can look at it and analyze it. And quickly, I want to redirect the show to Tobeho's scheduled watch along. I think that's
Yeah,
important.
he's doing a watch along. Yep.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
want to
look, coach.
redirect this to that one. Go ahead.
Perfect. Yeah. Uh, like I said, this team, I'm expecting this team, but Maresca might be first game at home, first game in competition. He might go for another experienced player in that midfield just to make sure. But attack, I mean,
For
we're
the
very
start, you
strong in
mean
attack.
here?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe in that midfield, he might leave a
Is
Caicedo
Casado
in
in
there,
the
or maybe
competition?
Enzo.
Casado and Enzo, they're both in the competition, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he might go for one of those just because we're at home and just a little bit
He wouldn't want any
to make sure of
risks.
that midfield. But it's a toss of a coin at the moment. I'm not sure how he's gonna go.
Yeah, if anyone, I'd say Casado probably, but Casado for you, maybe Driscoll Hall. And if
No, Enzo
Driscoll
maybe
Hall
because
doesn't
Enzo
start this game, Bobby will cook him alive.
maybe Enzo coach because he's the captain and did come off the game on the weekend.
And probably capable of organizing. The most. You can say he's more capable of dictating the tempo of the game than the others.
Correct. Especially if they're gonna sit back the other team, he's perfect to sit back deep there and pass and through balls and yeah. So that might be the only surprise I think. Like Enzo, he's the captain and he came off earlier, so he might be scheduled to play less. He might because at home maybe put him for 60 minutes to play or the first half or 60 minutes, 70 minutes max. I mean that's fine for these athletes. It's no problem.
So
So
you want to
yeah,
change your mind?
no, I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm just saying that's the only thing that I would be surprised at more. He might go a little bit stronger just because it's the first game in the competition at we're at home. He might have that chance to go a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I've just finished redirecting the show to Tobias' show. Hopefully, I'll be there too. Um, I think it makes sense. He may well do that, but everything comes down to how he sees the strength of Gent. If he sees them posing a serious problem at home, then probably one of those two guys will start. I would say most likely, not really. I think if that's the case, I would say most likely Casado to help protect the defensive line rather than opting to control the game. I don't know which makes more sense to you, to protect the defensive line properly, or to control the game. Which do you think he'd rather do?
Well, let's not forget if Ronaldo is playing there, he'll revert, so he'll protect. He'll be the defensive midfielder basically, so he'll protect quite a lot there. And yeah, coach, it's based on the other team, which like I don't know too much more about. I just know their formation, how they play, and they've scored quite a lot of goals. They play the 3-5-2 with the two wing backs, so they do play that. They like to play wide, but like I said, they're going to sit back in this game because I don't think they'll go. I just don't
Mhm.
see that happening. You never know, but
I
yeah,
honestly, I somehow feel Drusbel Hall may well not start this game, or maybe the manager will see it as an opportunity to keep playing him until he plays him into form. I don't know. And if you're
yeah. Look,
following the show, please, once you see the official lineup out, do let us know so that we can compare to see if Dante,
yes.
if he's nailed it. If Dante knows it, then now donate $50 to his favorite non-profit organization. If you knows it, I know you're not gonna need the 50.
Yeah, the Dante Foundation. I just opened up. You can put that one through.
What? You just did what?
I just signing up for the Dante Foundation now. So yeah, I'll let you
Okay,
know.
and by the way, just quickly, we do have a contest going on X where you're allowed to use AI to generate a Chelsea themed image. Whatever you want, a player, a scenery, anything you want, a stadium, a Chelsea themed image. Then share it as a response to that particular post. And if you get the most likes in 7 days, you win $50. It's on already. We have a few entries already. I think about 4 entries. One guy entering two. Okay. Then the other two, 4 entries already. Tabeho entered, but it looks like Tabeho need to re-enter again because I made some changes to the post which means the most recent post overwrites the other one, but it doesn't move over everything that the initial post had as responses, if that makes sense. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes to go along with. Most Chelsea fans are regretting their objection to Duran's deal last summer, myself included. I am one of them. We keep looking for big names, but in loving our scouting, but you are loving our scouting department. Let me say this: I was one of those, but I think the asking price at the time was one of my biggest concerns. And here's the thing: Chelsea fans were rightly not okay with us signing the player at the time. That's because there were better options. And the truth remains, had we signed him, I don't think he'd be playing that much. I don't think so. Let's be honest here. So I'm not the sort of person, once something is in the past, I don't regret it. And in all honesty, I'm not. I don't know how else to phrase it to not come across as if I'm boasting, but let's just leave it there. Here's the thing. The reason I like it, that's one of the things I do the most. Once I see something as bygone, that's it. So why look back? Some people that were asking that they at the time questioning the signing of Cole Palmer, they wanted us to sign Mohamed Kudus at the time rather. And I'm not saying Kudus is a bad player, but I knew at the time that we signed the better player, and that's it. Could we have signed both? Yeah, but we signed only Cole Palmer, and look how well he's doing for us. So sometimes you can get everything you want in life. You will miss some, you'll get some, and whichever one you miss, move on. And if you learn to move on quickly from things that you can say that you've missed in life, I think you'll do better. That's not football, but I think that's something I learned from my dad, that once it's gone, it's gone, and I'm not going to look back again. If you do the same, I think you'll be better off. No regrets. And by the way, January is still coming. Chances are I would still go back for him, but most definitely will not get him at a price close to how much we could have paid at the time, had we not had our option at the time not being to offer for what's his name, Conor Gallagher, to go to Aston Villa and for him to come our way. But that's, by the way, you wanted to say something, Dante.
No, I'm just saying advice. That's really good advice.
Yeah.
Don't look back.
Yeah, you move on. It's as simple as that. Relationship, whatever it is, your best
I was going to
friend.
say the X. Don't look. X's. Go on.
All right. Kisini Kamara is saying most Chelsea fans. Yeah, I think we've read that one. And Dante will say an own goal. Tobeho is in the house. Nice to see you, brother. I do hope you're doing well. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 23
Echo
likes.
Man.
We can do a lot better than that. Were you saying something?
Echo Man is in the house.
I didn't say that. That day, I think I got him pissed by calling him Echo Man. Kindly subscribe to Tobeho's YouTube channel. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He deserves that. We're selfless here. Because the aim is to grow together. If you're doing better than your brother, carry them along. That way, we grow our fan base overall. Yeah, more importantly. And he's selfless. He's a good guy. He knows his stuff, more importantly, because being a good guy isn't enough. He must know what his stuff. You can say, must create good content, and he does create excellent content. So go check it out and subscribe. The link is there. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And my other bro Ty is in the house. This is Coach. Sounded really Nigerian right there. What reminds me of that meme? You can be persecuted for that. Yeah. I haven't lost my Nigerian accent entirely. Every now and then I let it slip. Yeah. Sometimes if I want, I can go strictly with it. And but it depends. Yes, Villa were asking for £14 million at the time, which is, you could say, a 20-year-old that wasn't playing that much at the time. That was a lot of money. So rightly, Chelsea fans at the time were saying, no, don't do it. So if you're saying don't do it at the time, you were correct. He hadn't played that much at the time. And there's no guarantee that had he joined us, he'd be playing week in, week out. Probably decide to send him on loan right now, given the players we have. So good for the kid, good for us. So now for signing him, we're gonna sign him with respect, knowing that he's a starter and should be starting. Is the lineup out? We want to look at it and wait until it's time. You can say we don't have so much lined up to talk about. We might regret missing out on Mauro Dion too. No, that one, no. That one, his first, if Lukaku has the first touch, probably measures Lukaku in terms of bad first touch. Yeah, yeah, I'm quite sure he's very clumsy. He's not the sort of number 9 that would do well under Enzo Maresca. He may well tomorrow become a superstar. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but you should almost always, maybe not always prioritize the manager's preferred approach to the game. If you do that, then you're not going to make mistakes in terms of decide. You can say suggesting whether a particular player will be suitable to for suggesting whether Chelsea should go for a particular player or not. Omar Dieng, for me, he's not it. I don't think so, honestly. And we're not playing with a system where once we get to the final third, we'll channel all our goal scoring opportunities through a single individual. That's not to say the manager will not tomorrow change the way he approaches the game and says, sign me Omar Dion, sign me Victor Osimhen. I will tweak things around to accommodate them. For me, I'm maybe because I don't like playing with a traditional number 9. That's why I'm always reminding people that, look, you have to pay attention to the way the manager likes to approach the game. That's a small opinion, but I want to hear Dante's opinion on Omar Dion. Omar Dion, another Lukaku coach, he playing tonight. So we know tonight either he's a good striker, but the profile is where his profile of again what defines him as a striker is what it's what drives my opinion of him. Saying my argument that he's not the type of striker I know Enzo Maresca, I believe, so to speak, Enzo Maresca would want. Dante, the player I told you about via the group chat, he already scored 2 goals in the first half. Oh, okay, Dante, let's hear you.
Yeah, that's Denki. His name is Denki. Kevin Denki.
I
Yeah, he
don't
just
know him.
scored
For
2 goals. I was looking
what
at
club
that.
does he play
Yeah,
for?
he's one of another really good young striker. One of the ones up and coming that's could be on our list. But Tobago really likes him. Look, Omaridian. So Duran and Omaridian actually, I'm sure you saw the Tobago's post earlier. I don't know if you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing very well, obviously. Duran doing very well. Omaridian's the second best actually in Europe, doing well, as
Five
in
goals in
goals per.
5 games, right?
Yeah, goals per minute. They're the top 2 in Europe, those 2. So they're both doing very well. And Porto got a bit of a deal on him, didn't they, as well? On Meridian. That's a very cheap deal they got on him.
AVB helped them get him.
We helped them get him. Who knows what? There was
No,
something off there,
AVB,
I think.
AVB, our former manager.
Yeah, look, I think there was something off there with something, because he even accepted from Porto 50% of his image rights and everything like that. So yeah, something's off their background, maybe off field, or who knows what it could have been. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that'll come out later. Just my little hunch on that one, because otherwise I think we would have signed him.
And can we be honest here, Dante? Just quickly, if you don't mind, the fact that it's working out for them where they are right now doesn't mean it be the same at Chelsea. Football doesn't work like that. Football isn't plug and play in most cases. But go
No,
ahead.
exactly. And like you said, they probably wouldn't have got the same opportunities they're getting at Porto. So yeah, big difference. They play a lot more. We've got, I don't know if you bought, like you said, he might, but still Nkunku would probably still be him, and so would Jackson. So yeah, like you said, it's circumstances. It's not exactly that, but it's good. Look, like you said, they're doing well. Congratulations to them. They're doing very well. Let's see if they can hold that up. You never know. They might not score any goals after this anymore. It's very early. It's only 5 games in, coach. So yeah, it's unfortunately any player that we're linked to, if they do well, they say, and we didn't sign them, is like, why didn't we sign them? If they do bad and we sign them, it's like, why did we sign them? So it doesn't really matter each way.
Yeah, we don't know whether again Houston, we're speaking in hindsight because we missed out on them. A lot of people saying, yeah, we could have signed them, respect our scouts. Yeah, our scouts were the one that didn't really push to sign them. In my opinion, if we wanted them, that if we were serious about getting, let's say, the case of Duran over the line, it wouldn't have been a case of them wanting to sign a Gallagher before we sign him. Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
knew again the scouts knew that he was a good player and
I
wanted
think
them,
if we really
but
wanted
it
him, we would
wasn't
have
a
signed him
need.
either
He
way.
wasn't a need for us.
Yeah, but if we really wanted him, I think we would have signed him anyway. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it wasn't a position where we were serious about signing a player for at the time. That's just my opinion anyway. And Shurinat Govindarajan is in the house. Nice to see you, my brother. I do hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join us at this particular morning. It's still 10:35 a.m. for me. After the move, probably it'd be noon for me right now. Yep, it'd be 1 p.m. for me right now. My brother Kachila, we're gonna have a solid night with goals galore and blue balloons. I don't like it when I see a lot of people, you can say, telling me that we're gonna mop the Stamford Bridge carpet with the opposition. I mean, it's a possibility, but it's just me. I still believe that Charity FC is well and truly in existence. Maybe we are gradually overcoming that phenomena, for lack of a more specific language. There, Club Bruges, is that where he is? That Club Bruges, or maybe something another name here? Circle Bruges. Is that the club? The guy, the kid you guys talked about plays for? Dante, you there?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, Cercle Bruges. Yeah, he plays for Cercle Bruges.
Cercle
Not
Bruges,
Yeah, so that's another one of the Bruges teams. It's not the big one. It's not the
not Club
big.
Bruges.
Not yeah. It's not them. It's another team in the same city, but they're pretty good as well. But not. They're not like title. They're not really title contenders.
Hmm. Hold on one second. Thank you very much for that. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. We can, and that's NS Guillaume saying, we watch the Chelsea versus. Where can you? I'm guessing. Probably not going to be for free. It's not preseason. I think ESPN will show it or Amazon. The last. Where did I watch the last game against Seven? I think was it ESPN or was it on Amazon? The Cup game was on Amazon. I can't remember where, but I'll figure it out. I'm not sure where. The problem was Imagine. Probably Football TV will show it. Let me look. Check for you really.
It
The
depends what
game is
country you're in,
here.
coach. Depends what
Yeah, it depends
country.
on which country, really. Okay, what it will be on Paramount Plus. So yeah, I think I'll get that via Amazon. You could say subscription, maybe, maybe for lack of a more specific language. There. All right. Yeah, it depends on the country you are in. Yeah, I think it makes sense. The problem was imagined, right? Yeah, you can say there's no perfect science and ifs and buts in football. Sometimes certain moves work and sometimes one stinks. Yep, there's no plug and play. Never plug and play. Something must give for player transfer to work. Either the player adapts or the manager adjusts to accommodate the player, or the team adjusts to accommodate the player. Yes, that's the name, coach. Okay, thank you for that. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat. We will go scouting, searching for news, not scouting really. We'll go news hunting on my favorite X account. Yeah, Vic, my bro. Yeah, Dante will say, yeah, right, because you remember when I was complaining that he wasn't following me back, right?
Hey, you obviously did something right. So at least he's following you now, and
Maybe
you're
he
you're
heard
there.
me.
You're known.
Because I liked him. I like what he does and everything. But I wasn't happy
Yeah,
at
he's
the
one of
time
the
that
good
he wasn't
ones.
following me
Definitely one of the
back.
best
But
ones. 100%.
yeah, he is. Yeah, and if he makes mistakes, he corrects it. But he corrects it publicly. It's not egotistic. I'm not sure what is to say there. So if you're in the chat, if you have any questions, drop in the chat.
Just
I
for
was going to
reference,
ask
I was just
Dante a
looking.
particular question, but I'm going to leave it for when we do a particular show. For no need to ruin it right now. Go ahead, Dante. Were you going to say something?
Just for reference, so that Kevin Denke that Tobago is speaking about. So when they played Ghent, Circular Bridge played Ghent a couple of weeks ago. So he scored 2 goals to beat them 2-1 in that game as well. That the guy Tobago is speaking about.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. That's excellent, bro. We'll talk more. We'll talk more. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, brother, for joining and for letting me know. I appreciate that. That's the name. Okay, let's see what else we have. They keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go along. Great. Kindly saying, question to Dante: what are our least and best expectation for the season? I know it's early, but still.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for asking him that question, and thank you for being specific with regards to who you're asking that question. Dante,
Yeah,
there you
thanks for
go.
the
It's on
question,
the
Khan.
screen.
Thank you, Khan. Yeah, our least and best expectations. Look, least expectations. I expect us to finish minimum probably would be Europa League. Worst, but I think best would probably be that third or fourth position. That would probably be best in my opinion. So probably the worst Europa League. At least it's an improvement a little bit from this season, and it all depends how the games go. So if we, we're close, we're very very close, couple of points off, had a couple of draws, not quite. Yeah, I can accept it. It's football; it can happen. It's a long season. In the competitions, in the cups, I would expect at least quarterfinals in the cups. At least, again, it depends who you're going to draw as well. If you're going to draw, like say Man City, Liverpool, all the best teams one after another, then yeah, it's going to be hard. But I expect at least quarters, semis, at least to get up there a little bit. In the Conference League, that's probably around the same. I think we should really be aiming to win it. It just depends how serious Maresca takes it. Like we'll see what happens. I think that'll give us a good indication tonight. A bit more about that. Um, I know against Servette and stuff, we changed quite a lot of players, but that didn't go too well to plan because of it. Like I said, that's the only surprise maybe tonight if he puts in a couple of other starters just to make sure this first game in the competition, just to get a good start going, and it's at home as well. But yeah, look, like I said, least, worst Europa League, and best third or fourth. I have us in fourth. That's where I think we'll finish.
I think we'll finish in the top four. I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'll pay attention to what happens in January. Is also very important. Um, teams also do. Teams usually go into the market to sign a player or to fix issues. Like Man City will most likely sign another DM in January. I think.
They'll sign the player
Maybe
100%. Yeah, they have
yeah.
to.
So, but we'll see. Right now, I'm still waiting. I will soon will do the overall table prediction on the sister channel. But if
But
you
that
have
can
any
go
more
for us as
questions,
well,
drop it
coach.
for Dante. Go ahead, Dante. You were saying
That can
something.
go for us as well. Say, knock on wood, no, say Enzo or Casado, they get major injuries. Well, we're kind of thin in that position as well, aren't we? So then we probably would need to sign one as well.
When you say in our case, we can easily call back bring back one of our players on loan. If Casada gets into, we can call back Andreas Santos, and I think he'll do it. Even with Gucci, I don't think we'll sign another player. It wouldn't make sense because that behavior of signing players because we have one or two players out injured was what led to us having a bloated squad on that Thomas Tuchel at one point, and then on that we had a lot of, you could say, the so-called deadwood at the time.
I'm talking about serious injury, like a ACL, like 1 year injury. I'm talking about
You
serious
think that
injuries.
would lead to us signing another player rather than calling back what either of those two?
Well, you think they would call back Andre Santos from Strasbourg when he's doing
I
that
think
well? Like,
so.
I don't know if
That's
he would
if
want
we
to.
have
I
that
don't know if he
option
would want
on
to
the
come.
contract.
Depends on the contract. That's what I mean. The same with
Yeah.
Leslie. Depends on the contract they signed for that loan. If there's a break clause there, if there's an early release clause, there might not be for Santos. For that one, I think for Leslie, there probably would be. Maybe even there wouldn't be, but we don't know those details.
Or maybe we wouldn't even because Casade is still here.
Coach, if say Enzo and Caicedo go down, both serious injuries, you have to sign another defensive midfielder. You have to.
If both get
Both,
injured.
yes, both.
Okay. If you have any other questions, drop in the chat for Dante and make sure you mention his name. So yeah, thank you. All I do is just read it out for him. Where on Dante's lineup is okay. Is that Sanchez striker there? I'll pull it up in a bit. Yep. Thank you, Ken. He's laughing at you. The Echo Man is laughing at you. Let's see what else we have here. For me, fourth or fifth in win the Conference League or any cup like FA Cup or a Carabao Cup. Okay, more likes, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. We have a total of 64 people watching, 38 on YouTube, the rest on X. We appreciate you. And if you're following the show on X, please kindly do us a favor. Take a second to drop a like on the video, share, and follow our X account to help us get to 5,000 followers as soon as possible. I think we're at 4,500 plus 530 or so. Let's see. City might go for Zubimendi to fill in the Rodri gap. Just a thought. Maybe Pep, who we've seen occasionally play defenders such as Stones and Akanji in that role, he may well be content with doing that and not feel like spending money in January. Yes, don't recall scientists, but if it is emergency, it will happen. But I don't think I wouldn't want us to do that and cut short his fine form at Strasbourg because he's been doing well. Yep. So that's a good one there. And Redneck Blues is in the house. Nice to see you, Redneck Blues. Why my friend JC keeps getting blocked on your channel?
Okay.
Who's this?
Not sure who this is.
I'm not sure who it is. Ask JC who blocked him on this channel. Yeah, ask him, is he blocked on this channel? And why is he sending you to come say this? Yeah, he has my contact. He's been talking with me, but he's been busy spewing conspiracies rather than ask the questions he should be asking. And I'm not into that. I'm tired. Please don't bring that. I don't know you. I don't know if we've spoken before. Redneck Blues, who told you he's been blocked here? And if it's blocked, then so be it. It is for a reason, and I don't want to talk about it. Honestly, I don't want to talk about it. He's told me he doesn't want to come to the channel. He doesn't want to be here anymore. Bye. Good luck, coach. So why is he sending you to come ask this question? I don't like it, honestly. I respect you, and I don't want to take it out on you. I don't want you and I start arguing. We have a show to host. If you have your own channel, welcome JC there. Give him the right to do whatever he does. And he shouldn't be sending you to do his bidding. He already said bye-bye to me. I didn't do anything to him. He just can't start saying whatever he's saying. He started saying whatever he said there, said all the things he said, and just said bye-bye. So why is he sending you? He's the one that told me he doesn't want to come to the channel again. Yeah, he's the one that said he doesn't want to come to the channel. He was a member of, let me just rewind a bit because I know him. He's going to go around telling a lot of people, a lot of people that he got blocked here. He was a member of the panelist group. The first one, we had a debate on the panel. He left the group and then he came back and said he's sorry. Truce? I said, truce. He said, please add me back. He wants to be part of the community again. And I added him back again. And then I don't want to go to the extent of explaining this because it's going to sound as if we're kids here. Because
childish games.
Should I go ahead and talk about it?
Up to you, coach. But for me, it's a very childish.
It's kid stuff. And I don't like that. Why do adults sometimes act like kids? JC had a problem with me calling Dante captain, and he started complaining about it. And I told him clearly, if you have issues with Dante, go and settle it with him. Please leave me out of it. And he said, no. You're part of it, coach. If you don't do something about it, I think the exact word he used, I'm gonna stay at the breach and I don't want to be part of your channel. And he left the group. So I don't know. What do you want me to do? And if this is the person I am expecting you are, if this is really the redneck blues 05, I think no. I think that's a different person. I know the Russian guy, that's not his ID. So forget JC, I don't care. He said bye-bye to me. He doesn't want to come to the channel anymore. That somebody blocked him. I don't know who blocked him, and I don't care anymore. So bye-bye to him. He's not the first. I've had friends that I've had issues with. The first person that I was a panel on his YouTube channel, Baggy, I don't talk to him anymore. So these things happen. He wanted to move on. I didn't force him out. I don't fight people because of their opinion. And that's one thing that makes us unique here. So, and I don't like it. I gave him time. He's almost always playing back politics. Every time we have a conversation, he comes start messaging me, condemning people, and I'll be playing Dr. Fuel here, saying, calm down, take it easy. I'm not Dr. Fuel. I'm here to host a show. So on 2 occasions, he left at his own free will and then came back telling me I can always send him link. Who the F? Shut up, coach. Who are you to come tell me to come send you link? We had the group. You were part of it. You left and then expect me to come send you link? Who does he think he is? We have opinions. Yeah. But I don't want anybody to feel they are too important. On Chelsea's perspective here, everybody's opinion matters. We're all equal. Those in the chat, those on the panel. And once you say you don't want to be part of it, bye-bye. I did not block him. He left. It was his decision. But I'm quite sure this is not the redneck I'm talking. If that's the redneck in question, he's my friend. I apologize for saying I didn't recognize you. But I don't think that's his ID. So, JC, he said bye-bye to me.
Sure.
And he's saying a lot of nonsense that he said, and I didn't respond. Keep saying, and probably at some point, what he was saying, he was clearly accusing me of something that I know nothing about. And I get pissed easily. I can be the most calm individual you know, and I'm happy that I didn't get mad to the extent that I start telling him what he will regret, that could have led to him regretting ever knowing me. I want to leave it at that. I have a show to host. Apologies. If he's telling you I blocked him, he's just starting a campaign. He's starting a campaign quite clearly against the channel to turn people against me. One thing he doesn't know, the community knows I'm not that sort of person. The only person I will block to this person on this channel is anybody that comes on here and starts saying personal stuff to me. As long as it's about Chelsea, it's banter, and we said no name calling, you're not name calling, you're welcome to be here. Ask every other person. That's the sort of person we are here. So he said bye to him, and I'm okay with it. And that's not the first time. That's the second time.
Coach, like you said a bit earlier, you gave some people some great advice. Don't look back.
I'm not looking back. That's who I am. He's the one that's coming back. He said bye-bye and wouldn't let me, and now he's starting a campaign.
Well, that's what I mean. Just don't look back. Don't worry about it. Move on. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So,
all right. Big up to everyone. If he's the guy, apologies to him. He's my friend. He's been on the channel before, but he's busy. I think he's a doctor, actually. What his vocation? I'm not sure. I think I saw something that made me believe he's a doctor. He didn't ask you, but how did you know? Come on, if this is Alex, you're killing me.
Psychic powers, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, Alex, if he didn't ask you, how did you know? We're waiting for the lineup. The moment the lineup comes up, we'll switch to it. But I felt the urge to explain because I'm quite sure he told Alex something. Keisha, nice to see you.
All good, Alex. Just send him a
If
private
that's
message.
Alex, apologies. I didn't know it was
on,
you
please.
because your name wasn't like this, and it looks like you joined via X. So okay, apologies, bro. Apologies. But for JC, niet, as Russians would say, no, not anymore. He's gone. He causes a lot of trouble, and I don't want him back here again. and I'm quite sure the committee, except if I'm forced to do a vote, yeah, he can come back and join, but he's not going to be a panel here again. He ruined it 2 occasions. I gave him the first chance. He asked me to come back again, and the way I behave, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to let this guy back in, but I'm quite sure because it doesn't take me it doesn't take me long to learn the sort of individual, the people I'm dealing with. I learned immediately that was going to happen again. And I said to myself, if this happens again, that's it. And he took off on his own and started giving me instruction to send him link. Who does it think he is? Okay, the Russian guy. I think that's what I'm going to be calling him now. But apologies, Alex. I do apologize to you, bro. Okay, I'll send the link in a bit. Give me a few seconds. No, I forgot. You know me, Ty. You know I've moved on. You know, but I have to address it. It's easy for me to speak then. Okay, I'll check in a bit. Give me a second. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Let's see what else we have here. Politely yet firmly, cut the negative vibes. People lose. We have a league and conference to win. What else is it saying there? Win this season. Your channel is the most democratic one amongst most Chelsea. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me happy. Let's see. You're good. Don't worry. No, apologies. I had to, but let me send you the link if you're still there. We'll still analyze the lineup. But go ahead. You were still saying something. You were still saying something, Dante.
No, I'm all good, coach. I was just saying, yeah, just that advice you gave earlier, apply that advice and yeah, don't look back, move on. Simple. If
Yeah, and you know
it's
who
not your
hasn't
fault.
moved on this in this case. I was just
Yeah,
pissed, really. I didn't know that was Alex, but
yeah,
Alex is he has to be he has to be what do I say uh psychic to learn that
pretty much.
he
Yeah. I
was
mean, I don't
blocked.
know how
Yeah,
he would know
I don't
otherwise.
know how he how he knew. All right, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. 36 likes. We can do a lot better than that. The lineup, official lineup, is out. We'll look at it and argue whether the manager, whether he's made the right selection, or whether we'd rather see certain players start in certain positions. But let's go there. We see Dante's lineup between the sticks: Philip Jorgensen, left back, Renato Viega, left centre back, Benwell Badeshile, right centre back, Tosin Adarabioyo, right back, the CC, 266. Big up, Alex, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Apologies, I didn't know it was you, really.
Oh, it's no worries. No worries. How?
So let's see the official
Go ahead.
lineup. I don't know. Are you go ahead if you wanted to say something.
Yeah, the reason why I was asking because I was asked, do you know why JC was being blocked from your channel? I was like, I don't know, and he said like there are a couple of reasons, and that's one I understood. But I was trying to hear it from you rather than from somebody else. That's the only reason I was asking. But turns out
No,
it
it
was
was
not
not. It
actually.
was nothing serious, but he took it too far. I don't like people who like to play behind the scenes politics. Yeah,
I
so
see.
he was never a straightforward person. I gave him a chance. Like I said, on 2 occasions, he left the group by himself. And now he
Hmm.
wants me to start sending him links independently. And I didn't even respond.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Alex. Sorry, apologies.
No,
Again,
no, no.
sincerely, I didn't know it was you.
Again, that's not a big problem. Look, I'm nobody. I was just first of all, I'm not a doctor. I'm a medic. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
so that's no. Again, I think it's Kishan. Now it makes more sense. I knew you. There is nothing like you did it or anything like that. So it's like a drama. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get involved, but that's the only thing I wanted to know actually. But that's about it. Like
I appreciate you asking. That's what real men do. You were
yeah, I'd
open.
rather ask
But I was thinking, yeah,
directly.
yeah.
I'd rather ask directly than ask somebody else why and why and why and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't do blocking. No, we don't do. He left. We don't do
Okay.
blocking here. Yeah, he left the group and then wanted me to send him link and then started some theories here and there, and I didn't like that. I've told them, if you have issues with Dante, go sort it out with him. Don't bring me into it. And they started telling me, it's either I do something about it, or I would never see him here again. We're not like that again.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't operate like that here. But I wanted to ask you just quickly. Let me see what Glenn has to say here. Glenn, nice to see you, brother. I do hope you're doing well. He says, I lose my marbles and get sick for a couple of months, and it's civil war. Talk to me. We're all adults here. Much love to you, but brother, more importantly, nice to see you. I hope you're dealing with the situation very well. I trust you. You make the most of every situation. Bigger people, sorry to skip a lot lately. Happy to be able to be here. We're happy to see you, and we've been praying for you. Stay strong, and as I said, I will reach out to you in private to see how you're doing. Alex, let's ask you: are you looking forward to this one, and do you agree with Dante's lineup here? Let me go to it. This is Dante's lineup before I haven't seen the official lineup. I've been refreshing it. It hasn't reflected there.
Yes,
But this is
it is.
Dante's lineup. Do you think these are the players we see start for us today?
The real lineup is already up. It's been up for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. But the
Oh,
okay,
okay,
you've
okay.
seen it already?
Yeah, it's in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's see how well Dante.
Jurgensen, Disasi, Tassen, Badiashile, Viega, Casadei, Drewsbury Hall, Neto, João Félix, Mudryk, and Kuku.
Oh, coach,
So he nailed
$50.
it.
He nailed it, literally.
$50 to your favorite charity organization, right?
Yep,
I
the
helped
Dante
you. I helped
Foundation
you
is
get it
open.
right.
Double or nothing on
What did
substitutions
you
or
say?
no? Double or
No, we
nothing on
didn't talk anything about
substitution.
substitution, but go ahead. And we haven't seen it actually.
I'll take the $50. I'm good.
No, I'm not
And
giving it to you. The agreement was to give it to
No,
your
no, not
favorite
to me. Yeah,
charity
to my
organization.
foundation. Yeah.
No. Show us the registration documents.
No problem, coach. Just kidding.
But go ahead, Alex. Are you looking forward to this one? Yes, let's hear your thoughts. Do you think we'd win it? We don't know. I don't know Gent, and even Dante usually knows all the teams who play against. He doesn't know much about them. But let's hear your thoughts.
I
Whether
think
you're
we
looking forward
played
to
couple
this one.
of times. I think we played them couple of times in the Champions League before.
Gent?
Gent or Genk? Is that the same team or no?
No, this one is Gent. I mixed it up that I had to even complete the creation of thumbnail before realizing that's the wrong name.
You're
That's
wrong.
the wrong crest. So this one is Gent.
Okay.
Yeah, that was why. If you
Oh,
check my tweets, you will see an apology a post saying
yeah.
sorry for mixing that up. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't see no excuses for not winning it. Like if we losing to them, that means that we out of the tournament. So, like, is
Yeah.
it? No. It's not knockout stages, right?
No, it's still group.
It's a group,
How
yeah.
many teams in total? I think 32 teams in total.
Yeah.
No, this is not it. Where is that? I think it's this one. Is this one? No. Let me go back to the
It's new
competition.
format.
I think it
Yeah,
should be this
it's a
one.
brand new format this season.
Yeah. How many teams is it? 36 or 32?
I
Sorry,
have
my
no
math
idea.
isn't mathing right now.
Too many teams.
But
Yeah,
it's a
too
lot,
many.
up to 30 teams in total. Tebeho, if you're watching, how many teams? It can go. I think it's
You had
up
it
to,
up
yep,
before,
there you
coach. I
go.
think it was 32 teams.
36 teams in total. Yep.
36 or 32. Yeah. No, 36. Yeah. Yeah, it's
36.
gone up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gone up. And the new format as well. You have to. Yeah, it's more games for us, but that's fine. Like Alex says, we pretty much need to win this. We're at home as well, so not too many
Yeah, there's no
excuses.
excuses.
And if we're a little bit struggling, just in that midfield, for example, we've got plenty on the bench to bring on. So
I think we should like. I think the players that don't actually play regularly, they need to show that they available if somebody get injured, or they gotta give coach a headache to make the teams pick the teams. You know what I'm saying? So the players that plays today
Mm-hmm.
should kind of like should show the manager that like, look, don't forget about us on the weekend and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They need
So
to
this
show.
is the opportunity to prove that they should be starting
Yeah,
in the Premier League.
yeah. No doubt about it. Especially Mudryk and stuff like that. They need the show. So listen, I got it, coach. I actually
Yeah, yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go Lewis. Back to Lewis stream. I was just wondering. There was nothing big about it. Just simple question. So that was. I hope you
No,
not
but I
mad at me for.
appreciate you. I respect you a lot. That was when I realized it was you. Really, I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to talk with you later. But thank
Yeah,
God,
yeah, yeah.
you hopped on and with cleared air, so you understand it was never
Yeah,
my
I
fault. I
understand. Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
He
I
left.
was never thought it was your fault. I was just questioning because that was just he was just asking me. So he asked me, "Do you know why he was blocked?" And I was like, "I don't know. I can ask him." So
Yeah.
that's what I did.
Thank you
So
so much, bro. I
yeah, no
appreciate you. And
problem,
if
man. All
again,
right.
if such thing comes up again, ask me out of respect. I will
Yeah,
always listen to you and give you honest answers.
yeah. Thank you, guys. You enjoyed the
More
game. I'll
thanks.
see you guys later.
Thank you, bro. All
Big
right,
up,
talk to you
Alex.
later.
See you.
All right, we have Glenton here saying monstrosity of a format. What's next? The Champions League are tune with a mouth harmonica. Yes, then I like this format. I get it. Players are complaining that it's too much game for them. The truth remains the most important thing is that it gives a whole lot of teams more opportunity to participate. And I think you could argue, I've heard somebody say something to the effect of this is the accommodation of more teams was done on papers to ease maybe uh, maybe to ease the issue they're having with the possible emergence of the Super League. I don't know if you've had anything similar to that, Dante. Let's hear you.
Yeah, not too much about it, but I don't think it's going to happen. But you just never know in the future. Money is number one. If the money's there for everyone, you never know. It could come back up again. So I think it's safe for a while, but it will always come back. It seems like it always comes up every few years. It comes back up every time, and it gets a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger. So we'll see what happens. Can't predict the future, but yeah, no, I don't see it in the near future. No, but later on, you just never know what can happen.
Because each time what they do is that they come out, they see what people don't like about it, they go tweak it and come out again. The last time, I think there wasn't too much noise against it. If anything, there were more people for it than you can say than when it faced when it came out at first. When Peter checked them and all that got involved to calm the fans down and all that. I think it will eventually take off. That's my opinion. When, I don't know. Uh,
Yeah, there is a chance, 100%. Like I said, money. If the money's there for a lot of these teams, yeah, they might consider it. But yeah, it's hard for the Premier League teams to go because there's so much money involved already. It's much bigger already. So that is the like some of these Spanish teams, some of these French teams, they'll do it no problem. But it's the Premier League that's the one they want. They want that top six. They want those powerhouses. That will make the league if they do. But that's tough. But look, they came close last time. Wasn't that far off. Yeah, we did protest and stuff, but like I said, you just never know.
and
Depends
the
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 owners, who
second
the
coming,
owners.
there were no protests.
Yeah, look, it depends on the owners. Who's owner of Chelsea at that time? Who's going to be the owner of? If they're all say another American team buys another big team and they're all, then you never know. It can happen, but yeah, it's hard for these Premier Leagues to do it. Um, it's much harder for the Premier Leagues, I think, in my opinion, to do it because the money's already there. That's why.
Yeah, let's see what happens there. And I think this is a strategy. I get it. It accommodates more teams, giving them the opportunity to participate in the competition, but at the same time having more people on their side, when making it more difficult for the Super League camp to get more people on their side, because this is already you can say this is more of a tradition. The Champions League, all of the existing European competition has become more of a tradition. Super League is novice, and it will take a lot for it to take off, but it will eventually take off, irrespective of anybody what anybody thinks of it. Keishan, nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding time to come have a laugh at me ranting about what happened.
Keyshawn was the one that it was a Keyshawn that
Yeah,
told
Keishan was the one that
Alex.
told Alex.
Keyshawn,
Yeah.
please explain. What did you say? What happened?
No, but if Kishan spoke to Alex, It simply means somebody told Kisham something on somebody campaigning, probably to turn a lot of people um, against against the channel. And the last thing the
against the
individual
channel. Yeah.
told me was, I know why you have too many moderators. YouTube is looking at you. I was like, what the heck is what the heck is the meaning of this? I don't know, man. That's funny. But thank you, Alex. You're a good guy. And I think he asked me with respect. I didn't know it was him at the time. He did ask me to know whether the way he asked was okay. He didn't come fighting for JC. I lose. Yep. I've talked about that. I now reach out to you in a bit. Glenn is in the house. Let's see what else we have here.
Big up,
Have
Glenn.
we
Hope you're doing
already
well, man.
done the results? Predictions. It's difficult to predict, but if you want to predict, Dante, let's hear you.
I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Chelsea win.
Ooh, I think we'll win. By what margin? I honestly do not know, but let's pay attention. But I don't want to. I've learned not to. You can say just go into games with the mindset, even though I'm not a player, with the mindset that we're going to mop the Stamford Bridge carpet with a team we're playing against, because you just cannot script football. Seven beat us. So you get maybe at the time we weren't playing as a unit. We're still a bit disjointed. If we meet Servette now, I think even if we start a second 11, we'll beat them handsomely. But let's see what happens. We'll beat them by what margin? I do not know. Monstrosity of a format. I think we've read that. Keep by Glenn. Yep. But it's good. Politics it's driven by politics, in my opinion. 36 teams, top 8 goes through, and then another 16 teams again. I think will play go into playoffs to get another 8 to complete the other 16. Yep. Let's see what else we have here. Your prediction. Okay, Dante, you've predicted already. And Tiba Salifa is saying KDH better not disappoint Maresca today. He better pay back his trust the same way Jorginho did for Sarri with the Europa
Can't
League.
compare Jorginho.
I think he will come good. Let's talk about him a bit. He's not Jorginho. He's a different profile of player. I don't know. I think I've seen someone. I think it was Rodrigo who said something to the effect of him still a bit overwhelmed by the fact that he's a Chelsea player. It will take him time. And remember, there are other factors to consider also. He didn't start preseason with us. Was out injured at the time. I think those factors are legit reasons why he isn't performing up to par, in my opinion. But let's hear you, Dante.
Yeah, that coach, and I can see he rushes a little bit. He's a bit excited. He rushes a bit too much. He's not like I watched him play at Leicester, and I watched him. Big difference. There's a big difference. He was calm, collected, knew where the teammates were, obviously. But what I keep coming back to, he always played in that pretty much that attacking 8 position for Leicester. So he was the one roaming like Palmer in that all around midfield area, coming back, going forward. He was the main guy there. He was the Palmer there, basically, of Leicester. So a bit different. He hasn't played there for us yet. He has not played that position that he's played at Leicester for us yet. He's only played that box to box 8 that comes a bit deeper, or he played left wing one of the games in preseason and stuff. So he hasn't played there yet. So that's another thing. But I've seen the last couple of games signs that he's getting more comfortable, especially last game. Much more comfortable. Passes are more crisp, better. He knows where the players are. So it's slowly clicking, and I thought it might take a little bit more time with him because everybody was expecting, he's that, knows his system, knows Maresca, knows his system, knows exactly everything. Well, that can be a little bit go the other way because all the rest of them don't, and he knows. So he's trying to do something that the others quite don't know yet, maybe as well. Because I've seen a lot of passes he's putting in spaces, but they're not where they're supposed to be. But he's thinking the player's supposed to be there. One thing that Maresca kept drilling, I saw it less than that, spaces. Yeah, you got to mark that 1 meter radius. You got to be in those positions to draw out the opposition and pass quickly there, even no look passing. So he's done that a few times. I've noticed a couple of those no-look passes, and it looks like he's passing really badly. But I think it's a bit of just chemistry there. It's not everyone's quite on par, and that can happen, of course. But I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's going to get better and better. Like I said, the last couple of games, he's got
He
better
will.
and better. So I think he'll be fine.
I think this is his month, actually. October is his month. Um, I don't know. I think Bobby has spoken about his poor performances quite a lot. That at one point, I realized, I felt like, okay, I think Bobby's frustration is driven by the fact that Connie Chukwuemeka isn't starting, and he's a player that
Yep.
Bobby likes so much. But they're not the same.
Not even close, no.
They're not the
And
same.
Bobby already
Connie,
said that before he even played a game. So,
yeah,
coach,
yeah, exactly. He didn't like him. He's a signing he
you
never
saw him in
liked.
the preseason game when he was at the bridge. I think you saw him in that training. I think you saw him in training or something. And
I think he started from the game against Inter Milan,
Inter,
the friendly was where he
Inter,
started.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Bobby based it on that mostly. So like I'm like, you can't base it on that. Like give the guy a bit of a go. Yeah, hasn't been that good in his first few games there. He was a bit rusty. He wasn't that good. But like I said, there is nuances there, and he's too technical. He's got a big tank in him. He can run a lot. I've noticed he runs all over the place. He's too technical. There's no way he's not going to be good. He's not going to
he will
integrate
come
with the
good.
team later on.
And listen, Carney maybe more technical or maybe more of a 10 than Driscoll Hall. Driscoll Hall more industrious. Driscoll
Yes.
Hall leans towards that Conor Gallagher type of player, but more technically gifted.
Yeah, he's got that tank. He runs a lot, and I did see that in training as well. He runs quite a lot. He's one of the top guys up that does the time trials. I saw that. Look, coach, yeah, like I said, he played in that Palmer role, that attacking 8. He had a free role, yeah, so he was the main man. It's a big difference when you come to Chelsea and you're not playing there anymore, and you're playing the other position deeper. So that's another thing. I would have liked to see him in his position, but you got Felix there now, so we've got the depth there. Felix wasn't there before, but you got Felix there, because I always thought he's coming in to be that rotation player when Palmer needs a break or comes off. He comes into that position, but he's kind of gone down the pecking order one more because Felix has come in.
Yeah, he will be all right, and I'm confident that this will be his month. He will come
Long
good. Lots
season,
of games he plays 1,
a
2,
long
3. He's
season.
getting there. Actually, he looked better last time. But can we talk a bit more about him? Do you think one of his problems was his confidence, or maybe overwhelmed by the fact, like somebody said on X,
Yep.
by the fact that he's a Chelsea player?
I saw that a little bit. I saw a bit of the overwhelmed. I saw the rushing, and like I said, he rushed. He looked a bit nervous.
Too
Yeah,
eager
he was.
to impress or to live up
To
to
impress
expectations?
because he was trying too hard from what I saw. He was pushing it too hard, trying too much, trying to do too much. And when you do that, it leads to errors. At that level, you can't be like that. You can't. Yeah, I think he's gonna get better. I've seen it at Leicester how good how good he was. I mean, he scored 20 goals. I can't remember 22 GA. I can't remember. Yeah, he had a big season at Leicester, and I watched him play. Like I said, a few games at Leicester, and nothing like he looks here. But that position change and not playing as often, that's gonna it's gonna take a bit longer. But like you said, I think the next month, maybe this month, next month as well,
I
is
think
gonna be
this
very
month.
important. You saying this month? Okay, yeah, I'm saying yeah, probably from now, probably next month when the games are thick and fast, and especially the Christmas period and all those periods there, January is going to be needed. And like I said, we're not going to be without any injuries or suspensions or stuff. So these players are needed. They're very important.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I think when we signed him, we did hear that we were actually looking at him even before Maresca became our manager. We liked him,
He was
right?
we're one of the players we were scouting. Yeah.
So I think, given that reason enough gives me hope that he will come good. And he's a player I've seen up close. He has good passing range too.
He's got amazing
That whatever
passing.
it is, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
He's got amazing passing, especially if you see the assist he did for Leicester and the way he passes and little chips, little outside the foot through balls. Like I said, he's in that position to do all that. He's in that position. He hasn't been in that position for Chelsea yet. His games had to change a little bit. I just think because Felix came in, that
Yeah,
pushed him
we
back
do
another
have a
spot.
lot of options. Maybe you could argue some better than him. I think what he has over all those players we have in that in that particular position is he's more industrious than them.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but like I said, he was the one setting up everyone at Leicester. He was that guy in behind. So we've seen that yet. I think if
But
you've
at
seen that
Chelsea, we have a lot of
centrally,
those. We have those guys.
like I said, I watched the game. He's putting through balls with the outside of the foot, spinning over the top with spin, with top spin, with back spin. He was doing amazing stuff passing. Like he looked like, like Felix, for example, his fancy, passes and flicks and stuff. Yeah, I think he was brought in originally to be that behind Palmer, but we saw that opportunity late in the window. We brought Felix in as well. Couldn't miss out on that opportunity. And yeah, I think he's just gone down the pecking order one more because of that. But he will be needed after. He'll definitely be needed.
Yeah, he will. Let's see. Let's see what happens. He will come good. We have a lot of games to play, and that doesn't change. It stays the same. Hopefully, we'll finish in the top four and get the Champions League place. Let's see. Yes, they are different. They're not a similar profile. They're not. But I think Bobby still, you can say, blindsided maybe, still influenced by his belief that Conor Chukwuemeka is a much better player. Chances are he is, but they're not the same. I don't think we should be comparing them. He's not taking Conor Chukwuemeka's place. That argument is where I have an issue with Bobby, but he will almost always condemn KDH. Modern Maresca, one of our panelists, is waiting for KDH performance. That's Bobby. That's Bobby. Bobby. But here's one thing I like about Bobby. If tomorrow KDH starts ripping up trees, Bobby will be one of the first people to say, you know what, I was, yeah, I was wrong. I like
No,
that
he
from
won't
him.
say it after
Okay, let's see.
this performance, coach. There's no way he would say that after this performance. He'll need to see like a 10 games performance.
Yeah, it would take him a lot for him. It would take a lot for Bobby to say, yeah, you know what, I was wrong. He's a good player. He's not even saying he's a good player. He's saying he's a nonsense player.
He's the worst player he's ever seen.
Oh
He's
my
saying.
goodness, yeah. He's just trying to adapt. I think that's what it is. And those factors we've already talked about, like the injury leading to, which led to him joining the preseason camp late. Those are factors we shouldn't take for granted. Those are factors we must always consider when we talk about how he seemed out of place. Because more importantly, I think the biggest issue is that he seemed out of place. He doesn't look as if he's adapted to the team overall. Let's see anything else here. I don't know. Why is this taking too much time here? Let's
Yeah,
see.
pretty much, coach. I'm
We're
pretty
going for
critical on
news hunting
players.
right now. But if you have any questions, make sure you proceed the question with Dante so that he knows you're asking him and not me. But go ahead, Dante. Let's hear you.
I'll
You were
say
saying
I'm pretty
something.
critical on players. You know that I'm not give free passes to players, but I've seen him do it. So for me, I know he can do it. Yeah, it's the championship, but he did play in the Premier League as well, and that's when we started scouting him when he was playing in the Premier League. But the technical ability is too high, and he's too good with the ball at his feet, and his passing is ridiculous. Like I said, I've seen some amazing fruit balls he's done, and the passing when he knows when his teammates are running, making those runs. So I've seen it. So I will give him a pass because I've seen it. Has he been good? He hasn't been that good. The first 3 or 4 games, he wasn't that good. Not that he played that much, but it wasn't that good. The last couple of games, the last game especially, yeah, it was very good. Even the game before that, um, two of the goals were he didn't assist them, but it was a pass to assist. So he was part of the build-up play to 2 of those goals that led us when we beat Fingo 4-0. So he was, yeah, he was still involved.
Yeah, he was still involved, and Bobby dislikes him so much that he compares him to Danny Drink Wine. I couldn't believe it when I could not believe it when Bobby did that. That's unfair, really. But Houston, he has every right to. You could say the fact that Jusbe Hall hasn't properly adapted justifies Bobby's argument. But I think Bobby still will continue saying that as long as Connie Chukwuemeka isn't starting, and it's let's look at the bench. I haven't even seen
Well,
it
Carney,
hasn't.
for example, coach,
Um,
it looks like Carney is even behind him in the
sorry,
pecking order. Carney's even behind him in the pecking order. He's not
yeah,
even getting a game.
it looks like that's the case.
Even Cassaday.
Yeah, Cassidy looks to be above him in the pecking order because Carney was fit enough to play that game that Cassidy played. Was he
Yeah,
even on the
and this game
bench?
as well,
That was
coach, as
against
well.
Barrow, right?
Yeah, and this game.
Was the game in question that Cassidy played 90? Was it 90 minutes? Was against Barrow,
Barrow,
wasn't it?
yes. He
So I
came
think
on.
that's it for that's it for yeah.
He
That's
came
it.
on the
That's it
last
for
10
Carney.
minutes only,
And
I
if you
think.
pay, yeah, and if we're paying attention, there's a pattern there. If we were one of those that the club wanted to sell in the summer, the manager during one of his presses said, "Yeah, your surplus to requirement that hasn't changed. You may well
No,
be part of the squad right now, and that's because we weren't able to move you on. And because if you stay, chances are we get to use you when, if need be. That doesn't mean you're not leaving." For instance, I think he said something to the effect of, "The situation of Ben Chilwell hasn't changed." I think he did say something to that effect, right?
exactly. And that's both Carney and Chilwell are in the same position. They're really down the pecking order, and they will come on like in the games like this for maybe as a sub late on, or if there's some injuries or something, but they're still quite down the pecking order. Casday and Dewsbury Hall's ahead of him, so Vega's ahead of him. So yeah, Chilwell's third backup. Carney Chukwuemeka's like, fifth, sixth backup for that midfield, sixth, seventh actually backup for that midfield. So it is what it is. They already knew this. They couldn't find them alone, or they didn't accept the teams that wanted them alone, maybe. So it is what it is. They stayed, but they know they're not going to get the time, unfortunately.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. If you're in the chat, if you have any questions, drop it for Constantine Dante, not me. Proceed your question with his name. So let's read these. France head coach Didier Deschamps on Wesley Fofana. He has a program which is adapted at the moment where he plays the Premier League matches, and he has clearly responded. He is coming off a period of inactivity, but since the last month he was able to continue playing. At least I still leave him out of the French national team squad. Let him stick with the Premier League at the moment.
Please, yeah, please.
And represent France in the next international call-up, maybe. But go ahead, you were saying something.
Yeah, I'm like, please don't call him up. The problem is Deschamps
But
likes
they
him.
called them up. He and Nkunku. They're
Yeah,
going.
Deschamps likes him. Like he liked him. We called him up before. He likes him. He likes him a lot. He even played him before he got injured a lot for France. Uh, he really likes him, especially to call him up now after this and that soon. Yeah, he really likes him.
In Nkunku's case, you could argue makes sense. He looks like he's recovered fully and doesn't look like he will suffer another injury anytime soon. Or maybe Deschamps is saying he hasn't had excessive game time at Chelsea, but each time he's played, he's had plenty of energy. He's played where he's looking fully fit right now. I think he's fully fit. And injuries have put a significant break on his progression, but it seems like he's rid of that. And what must follow is time on whatever he says next. I don't want to go back and forth. It slows down my system a bit. But I'm happy for Nkunku. But Wesley Fofana, I wouldn't say I agree. No. This one, I'm quite sure you've seen this too, Constantine Dante. This is the new England. Is it temporarily or is he the England manager on a permanent?
I think he's the new manager for now. I'm not sure if he signed a long-term contract though. So I think it's a bit of a trial to see how he goes. But I don't think he signed a long-term contract yet. I can't remember. I haven't checked on that. I haven't looked at the national teams at all, so I'm not too sure.
All right. This says here, that's the manager. Whether he's temporary, whether he's on the job on a temporary basis or permanent basis, I don't know. But he says, I've known Cole Palmer for a number of years and seen how he has progressed. Every challenge you put in front of Cole, he takes. He takes it in his stride. He doesn't get too high and he doesn't get too low. That's a brilliant attribute to have as a professional. I don't know. I've seen what's his name? This former, you can say Chelsea legend. What's his name? He's saying that he's not sure if Cole Palmer will be starting over Jude Bellingham for England. For me, I think Cole Palmer is a much better player than Bellingham. And that's my opinion. Maybe in that position that Cole Palmer occupies for England, which is a number 10 role in most cases. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
So, and I think this man recognizes, given his comments, I've read the whole thing. I think he believes that Cole Palmer will make a better 10 than Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham can play deeper.
Jude can
Or
play,
maybe in a
yeah,
three-man midfield.
one of the other
Yeah, go ahead.
eights. That's what he really was before he went. So that's where he made that's where he made it, that 8 position, box to box and stuff. So yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was just reading. Yeah, he's not permanent yet. He's just taken over, but he hasn't signed a permanent contract, long-term contract. He's just like interim or yeah.
Yeah, I Cole Palmer, you could argue if it wasn't for England's former manager's preference of other players over Cole Palmer, chances are England could have won that competition, really. And every time he comes on, he shows that the manager he's a starter. He's not a bench type of player. Better than a lot of the players that were starting for England at the time. What happened, I honestly do not understand. Why was his name again? Southgate or what wasn't playing him. Kendrick Price will be registered for the Club World Cup with Chelsea. Ooh, good news. There are more doubts with Estevao. Palmeiras want to keep him until after the event. Let's talk about this a bit, Dante. These two players will join us for the 25-26 season. And if that happens, certainly we have to, you can say, make room for them.
Yeah. That's why I keep.
So how is that going to happen? We have Neto, which is signed with us, definitely not going anywhere. I think if you look, you can say the most likely, the two players probably most likely will be Mihailo Mudryk and Noni Madueke. Let's hear your opinion on that.
Exactly what I was going to say. Mudryk has this year to show that he's got something, maybe even till January, who knows. Madueke the same. He was linked to move away quite a lot with us, and we've got depth coming. We've got these two youngsters coming in, and they both play. Like they both can play on the right and in the 10 position. I'm sure they can play. He's got a left foot as well and a right foot, so they can play the left if they really need to. But I think Payers is more of an in-behind player, and Estevao needs a bit more space to run into because he's a dribbler. So I think Madueke will be the one. If Madueke doesn't really continue the form he started at the start of the season, like I said, he's had 3 bad games in a row now. If he keeps doing that and he's sort of not inconsistent, I can see him be moved on. 100%. It'll be Madueke that'll be moved on. And Mudryk, if he again doesn't, if Maresca can't get the best out.
We've lost Dante there. He's still using a very cheap internet connection. I'm not sure what happened. It's not my end, but he's using a very, very cheap internet connection. Let's see. I think I'm seeing something that suggests Maresca explaining his selection for the game. I'm going to look at it and read it. Let's see. This is saying Castley is the guy who won the last under 21 Euros with Colwell, Nani, and Palmer, so he does know them very well. Palmer got a player of the tournament under Castley as a 10, so probably he'd be starting if Jude Bellingham has to be playing the 10 position. It simply means Cole Palmer will be starting over him. So we're saying this right now, which reads Enzo Maresca has explained the 10 changes to his squad as he challenges his players to maintain their form ahead of our opening Conference League game against Ghent. Okay, our head coach had revealed his pre-match press conference that he was looking to rotate his squad, and ahead of a kickoff, Maresca explained that he expects what he explains what he expects from his side tonight. It's really important. He began. We have changed players because they all deserve to get minutes. So hopefully we can play a good game today. Okay, he says that they proved to me in the way that they work that they are fantastic. So hopefully we can play the game well and win. Maresca is expecting a tough challenger from Ghent and refuses to underestimate the challenge they pose. He added they're a good team. They have a good manager. They're playing well in the league, so they're third in the Belgian league. Actually, they're playing well in the league. So it will be a tough game. So Dante is really trying to join back, but again, he has a very cheap internet connection, so it's not gonna be easy. Keep dropping the likes on the show, people. The likes to go along where we still have 67 people following the show, 26 on YouTube, the rest on X. We do appreciate you all, and thank you so much for joining the show. Let's see what else we have here. Southgate was a very cautious manager. He realized that losing with big name stars was better than trying young stars, even if they were good, because the English media would go crazy if it failed. But he failed spectacularly, really. Not playing Cole Palmer, no, even rival fans that are English fans didn't like that. Because some of them know what Cole Palmer is capable of doing, and every time he gets a chance to play, he proved that he got the chance. Every time he got the chance to play, he proved that he should be starting. Yet the manager didn't do that, even in the final. So that turned out to be a big mistake. If we're to believe what you're saying, Dante, you're still using a very cheap internet connection. Shame on you. But let's hear you.
It wasn't my internet, it was my battery. I didn't notice my battery went flat on the laptop. So yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Cole Palmer, for me, he should be starting. Yeah. So keep dropping the likes. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat, and we will round off as soon as possible so that you will be redirected to Tabeho's YouTube channel so we can go drop a like there and support him for the watch along. Hopefully, I'll be there too. Go ahead, Dante. You were saying something.
Yeah, backing you on Palmer. Yeah, on his board or assisted. I mean, what more do you want to do? He looked threatening every time. He created chances. He lost his job. It is what it is. I think Palmer would have made a big difference. Man, Southgate couldn't see that.
How I honestly don't know. I was bad every time he leaves him on the bench, and he comes on and shows him, I should be starting. The next game, he does the same thing. Unfortunately, but I think, oh my gosh, I'm not sure, but I don't care anyway. He's lost the job. Probably, I don't know. They actually gave him an extension before he quit on his own, right? They extended his contract, didn't they?
It was very short, though. It wasn't long.
Sorry?
Not long.
Yeah.
I think it was a short extension, long extension. I think, if I remember right. Yeah, it was only a couple of years, but he decided to quit anyway, so yeah.
All right, let's see what else we have here. If you have any questions, drop in the chat. We'll be rounding off in a bit. Southgate was a very I think we've read that one. And this here says Jean Duran was really, really. I think this is Vince's opinion. That's what it's sounding like there. Was really, really close to becoming a Chelsea player, and he wanted to join us also at some point over the summer before the Euros. Chelsea and Aston Villa almost agreed on every ton of deal for Jean Duran to Chelsea and Gallagher to Villa, but Gallagher, the same thing we've already talked about. I think Esteva willing to play in the FIFA Club World Cup for Palmeiras before joining Chelsea. It doesn't let him just play for them, really. Andrea Sanchez knows that the drill. Esteva is excellent. I hope to see that kid here soon. Teams playing in next summer's Club World Cup will have to bring their strongest squad and field their strongest teams. FIFA regulations mean they will not be able to allow any players to sit out the tournament after a long season of domestic and European football. I'd like us to play our best players, and maybe win the competition for, I think, for a second time. But Dante, let's hear you. We've been on enough in the beat, people. If you have any questions, drop in the chat.
Yeah, the competition is very tough. You're gonna have the best teams. But again, a new it's tough. You're playing the best European teams. There's a lot of them. It won't be easy. It will be very tough.
Yeah, it will not be really. It's going to be very tough. A lot of comments about Cole Palmer, and I'm quite sure you did see X doing his celebration. Alan Shearer here saying the former Newcastle and England legend. It's hard to argue with Jamie Carragher, who said Cole Palmer has been the best player in the Premier League over the last 12, 13 months. But Phil Foden, one player of the season last year. I don't think he deserved to win it. I think that should have been Cole Palmer's. For me, I thought maybe driven by politics, they still wanted to, you could say, encourage Phil Foden, probably, or maybe he won it because they won the league. But Dante, let's hear your opinion, really.
That matters, Coach. When it matters, even Ollie Watkins put similar numbers and they Champions League, so that matters too. So yeah, I think if we didn't finish that low, yeah, it would have been different. But Foden winning the league, pretty much most, if not influential players that last season, it was tough. It was always going to be tough. The winners always get back. The team, the ones that do similar numbers and then actually win the league as well, or win silverware and cups, and forget they won the cup as well. Yeah, they're always going to get it ahead of Palmer. I knew he's not going to get it.
Yep. Anything else to address here? Let's see. Jorgensen is 10th most valuable goalkeeper. Okay, and where is he? Where's Jorgensen? 20 million. And how much did we pay for him? Something close to that or north of that? I don't remember. Most valuable midfielders, Cole Palmer at 90 million euros. Who? Odegaard? 110? Really? And Rice? Wow, this is not correct. I don't like that.
No,
Anything else interesting
definitely
here?
not.
Chelsea are not going to sign a goalkeeper in January. I've seen that. Chelsea are monitoring Santos youngster JP Chamond and evaluating a move for the fullback in the near future. In fact, they sent a scout to watch him last Saturday in the win over Operario. Sorry for butchering that name there. It's not a name that I'm familiar with. Dante, anything else you want us to talk about before we call it a day? Because if we end on time, this will redirect people to Tebeho's YouTube channel to go. Yeah.
No, Coach. No. We've covered a lot of stuff, football related and other stuff related today. So yeah, we've covered quite a lot.
Yeah, we've covered a lot, even beyond football. Yeah, we covered drama too. But just don't. Okay, I'm gonna be serious. All right, people, thank you so much for finding the time to be with us. It's been an excellent discussion. And yep, Alex did join us, the Russian guy, as some of you call him, did join us for a few minutes. I think he had to leave too because probably was on the panel at Lewis's YouTube channel. Maybe something was said there. I don't know, but he said clearly.
Did he used to come on this channel at all, Coach?
Yeah, he's been here. That was why at one point.
When was the last time he was here? Like, I haven't seen him.
No, you haven't. You weren't a member of the channel at the time. He used to do. I think he did one pre-game show with us, and then the next one couldn't come. He said he has a surgery to go there. Which is why I thought he was a doctor, but he said he's something medic.
Medic, like
Medic, yeah.
ambulance medic.
Yeah, something like that. But that's by the way. He's been here, and I didn't know it was him because I know he's a good guy. He promised me at the time if he had time he'd join. But good
Well, the
question.
last
I
time he
think,
was here was like years ago, like 3-4
yeah,
years ago. Okay,
and I think, without him saying that Kishan told him, I would have started arguing that maybe something was said on Lewis's channel. But Lewis doesn't take bull crap.
no.
He would tell you take it
Stishon
down.
left. I don't know. He left at the same time, so
Yeah.
he didn't say anything.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Khan, for joining us. Tibe Salifa, we appreciate you. And our Chelsea stations, Ty, nice to see you. And Big Vic, my bro, nice to see you. I appreciate you all. And if I miss your name, apologies. I will end this. No outro, actually, so that you guys, Dante, your prediction is right. Yep, he's spotted. So that you guys can go drop a like on Tebeho's video so we can help him garner more likes. See you guys there, and later. Bye.
Take care, everyone.